Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. We're going to put the lemon in the water, but I'm still fasting. I worked out, and I'm going to continue to fast. I decided that God will do the right thing for me. I'll tell you why. Breaking my fast the last 3 days, I believe, has been amazing. Like, I drink the juice, and it's the greatest feeling on earth. And honestly, waiting all day to take in that stimulation is really addicting. So I'm kind of already getting addicted to the fasting. I get addicted to things quick. I have addictive personality. You can see I get addicted to trading. So I'm going to continue to fast. Assalamu alaikum to all my people. Happy Ramadan to everybody out there. And so you're not going to see me drinking the water. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I did work out today, and I did sweat. But I'm just going to keep moving. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I have that much faith in God that things will play out the way they're supposed to. And that, I also want to cleanse my body. I know fasting is going to be a really good thing for me. and I want to do it. So I have a desire to do that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and the charts as we jump on into the day. Thank you so much for being here. I think I'm a little bigger than normal. I like being big. I don't mind you seeing every single piece of my face, but you know what I mean? But what if I was this small too? There's that one YouTuber, he's like, hey everybody. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's take a look. It's a red day. Everything is down except for XRPZ. Interesting enough, Bitcoin taking a massive dump to the downside. Symmetrical triangle, 50-50 shot, right? It was going to break up or down on the day. And when we look at it, we take a look at the 15-minute. A lot of indecision for Bitcoin today. But again, this is the diamond pattern. It was likely, right, that the diamond was going to head where? To the bottom of the pattern, right? That the 4-hour was going to take control and begin to dump us to the downside. I don't know if you remember my update this morning, but this is pretty, we're coming back down. The 4-hour wants to take you down. And honestly, the 4-hour looks like it's going to dump us to the downside here. We lost this area. We tried to battle this high volume node. I said this morning, if Bitcoin can't make a move and close a candle on the daily or the 4-hour above 28,300, expect more downside. Let's look at the smaller time frames, the 7-minute, and this is it. I worked out right now and took a shower. Sorry to my trading group, but I can't give you an update every 5 seconds of the market. I can do the best I can, right? But look, had you been able to do this, and I try to train you because I can't always be there for you, right? But look, that's an M, even though it's hard to see. That fell down and couldn't, look, it bearishly retested the trend line. This is simple stuff. A bearish retest is a great place to open up a short. Bang. Had I been awake, had I been up sweating like this and doing push-ups, I would have seen that. But I work out from 9:15 to 10 o'clock, 9:15 to 9 to 9:45 about every single day. Then I jump in the shower during the time, during the countdown. I literally jump in the shower. I try to take the shower and put on my clothes in 10 minutes. Today, I wasn't able to do that. I usually am. It's like a little challenge to me, all right? So here's the deal. Your 4-hour wants to take you down. Your 5-minute rolled over. So you looked at your 4-hour, and your 4-hour said, hey, I don't look good. And it's a bigger time frame with the basically the 4-hour really takes precedent over everything else. It's the heavy-duty time frame. So we look at this now. Is the dollar dropping? We're going to take a look. And when will the pain end? This has a stop loss here. In this trade, I got in here. I did already take profits out this trade. I want to make it really clear. I was in with the 10x leverage. I got in. I got out around here at the resistance. And I got in and out a few times. So, but this was a symmetrical triangle that can break to the upside. That would have been your measured move. And you got about let's look, about 9% and risking 2. Now, we didn't hit the stop loss yet. And there's a chance the diamond is just doing this, and we're still inside the diamond. You see this? It's not all horrible yet. The 4-hour could flip if the 1-hour's pinned. 1 hour's extremely low on the stochastics. Very oversold. So how do you figure out if we're going to continue to go down or up? Very simple, everybody. You go to the smaller time frames and you look for continuation patterns. Right now, if we make a divergence on the 30-second chart, there's a chance we could get a bounce up. Now look at this. This is kind of an M pattern there too. It's all about the circled area, the bearish retest. Every time I show you a pattern, I always talk about the best places to get in or out of the trade. Like this, you didn't even have to wait, but if it bullishly retested the top of the trend line, beautiful entry. If it bearishly retested the bottom of the trend line, beautiful entry to the downside, right? And it's false move Monday. Remember that. I don't like to trade Mondays at all. I keep away from Mondays. Think about it. Say you were a hunter back in, 500 years ago. You were a Native American hunting, right? And you knew there was days where there was less animals out and it was hard and you were going to have to run and work. And the odds of you catching your meat for the day, your food for your wife and kids was very low. But then there was you want to spend more time hunting when there was more animals out there. You see what I'm saying? You want to spend more time hunting when there's animals out there. You don't want to spend as much, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of whole thing that I'm breaking down and thinking about. That I don't like to heavily trade on Mondays because Mondays is when there's just the most snipers, the most amount of insane volatility, false moves. Doesn't mean I'm not going to trade. If I see a setup on it, I'll take it. But for the most part, in my humble opinion, this is when, look, I'm going to show you something key. It's not always about finding the trade every day. It's about mentality. You might come here today and just get a beautiful mentality mindset to put you in the right frame of mind to keep you moving where you need to go. So look, if you look at the alt season index, Okay, let's break this down. This is interesting because let's look at the fear. I'm going to show you something. Indexing is great. We're going to look at the fear and greed index. We're going to look at the alt season index. All right, why are we doing this? Well, just stay with me. We're going to keep you up to date with what's happening. So look, when Bitcoin is in heavy fear, people are afraid, and it doesn't look amazing, that's the best time to get in, right? That's when you need to be building, but most people don't have the guts to go against their emotions at the time. Then they look back and they have to sit here and go, man, I wish I had bought Bitcoin like the lifer at 19, 16, 17, 15, 8, 16,000. I saw him do it live. He kept putting in 5 grand, 10 grand. Heck, he bought a whole Bitcoin at 19,000. He bought almost a whole Bitcoin at 21,000. The guy was throwing money in there like it was going out of style. Yes, because they're printing it to the point of no return. And the faster I get out of the dollar, the better off my future will be for me and my family, and I know that. I love America. I was born and raised in Boston. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. My friends used to call me Paul Revere. It was my nickname, all right? I am the most American person you could ever meet. I'm 3rd generation. I'm blonde hair, blue eyes, and I was born in Boston, the home of the Revolution, the home of Bunker Hill Monument, the home of the Minutemen, the home where we took our freedom, the home where the Constitution and the East Coast, right? Philadelphia, this is where it all began. And so I have more American blood in me than almost anyone in this country. I'm telling you right now, and I'm not, there's people that have been here 5, 7 generations. My family did come in the mid 1800s. The point is this: I love this country with all my heart and soul. It is the most beautiful place on earth with the most opportunity of any place I've ever seen. I've never seen people have more rights than they have in this country. Women have more rights here than in any other country in the world. Men are respected by women, I believe here. I just see so many people do great things. Look at Anderson Cooper. The man is, the man chose to do what he does, and he's still a famous person. No, nobody discriminates. People are able to make it all the way, no matter what their sexual preference, no matter what their orientation. America is such a beautiful place where so many people find opportunity. More than anywhere else in the world. More than anywhere else in the world, man. More than anywhere else in the world. The second we start putting down America, we are putting down the beacon of light that has shown hope for everybody throughout the world. And look at this massive dump to the downside. I really wish I didn't work out and I was able to call this bearish retest because I would have seen it, but I can't do everything. All right, I can't. At the end of the day, the 4-hour looked absolutely horrible and it was overbought. That's going to be a bearish engulfing candle on the 4-hour. The 4-hour is taking its toll. Woof. And it looks like it could continue to the downside. This is a great reset. Did I just say that? Interesting. This is a great reset. What a weird thing, right? This is the great reset. But look, you're getting falling volume with falling price, telling me that the sellers are waning. I want to buy in right now. So many people want to buy in. Let's take a look. Our measured move of this diamond is right here at 25,562. I believe the whales may want to convince you they're going to dump the diamond because the diamond goes down most of the time, 68% of the time. So they know that the majority of the entire trading world believes there's a short going down to 25.52. In my opinion, why would they bring the price down when they knew everybody thinks this could short? It would make sense they would reverse this pattern back up to the upside here to about $30,000. But again, anything is possible. I like to buy red candles. Let's take a look. The 4-hour says there's more pain coming, though. The 4-hour says there's more pain coming. We didn't hit the stop loss yet, so the trade is still technically valid. I did close the trade, though, so it's like I don't need to really hold on to it. But I just don't want anyone thinking I'm just going to delete this just because it didn't play out. You know what I mean? But if you were in my trading group and you kept with us, you would have seen what we did there or what I was looking at. Massive dump for Bitcoin on a Monday morning. False move Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if we V-shaped recovery right back to the upside. So far, we slightly still holding the trend. But honestly, if I bring this up, you can say, no, we're starting to break the trend line, in my humble opinion. Because you got to hit that. We're breaking the trend line. Could it be a bear trap? It very well could be. Wow, we're continuing down 27,000. Bitcoin is now dumped from 28K all the way to 27,260 in the last about 70 to 80 minutes to the downside. Look at BOOKMAP getting an absolute pounding to the downside. 100,000 getting liquidated, 23. Let's take a look at the liquidations indicator. I want to see how many people we have left to liquidate here. Unbelievable. This is what a day to wake up to a massive dump. And let's take a look. The shorts are playing out. My team had you with the insurance shorts. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to my team. I put out Jasmine 3Y. Let's take a look at my short. It is starting to play out a little bit here. This is booming. It just broke out a little bit. This is the trade I put out this morning. Jasmy 3S. It's up 6% already. If you were in the trading group, you would have been privy. The 4-hour looks like it's about to blast. I was looking at this closely. 4-hour looked like it was going to rip. It was tight in the channel with moving averages ready to go. I put out Jasmy 3S for a move to the downside to cover us in case. And honestly, Jasmy 3S looked highly likely to play out. All right. Remember, today is Token Metrics Info Day. I posted Token Metrics this morning. All right. Jasmy, baby, Jasmy. So Jasmy 3S USDT, banging on them 10%. All right. Just on my radar is the one. Yeah, I mean, look at it. It looked beautiful. Bitcoin's in the symmetrical. Jasmy's in the symmetrical. Let's take a look at where the liquidations may be. So right now, we kind of even. Means they could continue down and clean up, but it's pretty even on the liquidation. See this? Really even. What are these? These are 25Xs, 50Xs, and 100Xs. These are 100X shorts, 100X, 50X shorts. I mean longs. These are the longs, these are the shorts. These are the liquidation levels of people getting liquidated. All right? And you open it up, you want to see, well, where's Bitcoin headed? It headed into this liquidation point. Not much more to liquidate. Telling me that this could be a bear trap. If there was way more down here, we would say, yeah, they're going to clean up. So honestly, could be a good place to possibly load up on some BTC personally. I like it right here. Buying more Bitcoin on the lows, baby. Buying more Bitcoin on the lows. So let's take a look. Is this going to continue? Or is it a bear trap back into the upside? Again, false move Mondays. I caution myself, and you do whatever makes you happy, but I caution myself not to, it's funny. Bitcoin tends to dump right after Michael Saylor buys Bitcoin, though. Isn't that funny? Someone even in my trading group said it. They're like, I don't know. Every time he buys it, thing is going to dump. So insane. It did exactly that, So weird. Saylor buys and it dumps. It's so funny. Shout out to my elite for holding me down while I'm working out, throwing down. I appreciate that. And my man right here, Shano, he's got Axie Infinity. He's got Bitcoin 3S short. Looking pretty interesting to me. Insurance shorts, Axie 3S, Bitcoin 3S. Disclaimer, not financial advice for education. The shorts, man, they played out. Let's take a look at the 3S short for Bitcoin as that took a move to the upside. And you would have known about it in my trading group before it happened. You would have been privy. You would have been able to figure out. Some people don't even know how to short the market. They don't. And they don't want to open up future trades. They don't want to get too extended. They're a little overwhelmed by all that, right? So what do we do here in this group? Well, we make sure that you know how to short and long. We give you the education to take money out of the markets both ways. We show you how it's possible for you to make a gain. Look at the 4-hour did break out of the trend line. This thing, the stochastics say it could continue to the upside, at least to the next resistance. Could be a nice move. And look, it's up off the point of control, up a 4%. Not amazing, but you didn't lose money when Bitcoin tanked in your face. Okay? Let's take a look if Bitcoin's going to bounce back into the upside here, or if we're going to see some more downside by looking at the 30-second chart and finding out if there's any type of reversal pattern going on, if there's a bullish divergence finally showing up. So right here, we have a swing down, a swing down. We have a nice swing to the upside here. We have a bullish divergence marked on the SRSI and the RSI, saying that we could V-shaped recovery back to the upside. When I look at this, though, I start making this flag, and that's a continuation pattern. Back to the next resistance would make sense to me. And this thing could get dumped to the downside and continue to 27,000. That could be a nice little short scalp of the 30-second, looking like it's going to, because it fell back, came back up on the Stokes, but could not get back above this previous resistance. You now have a local resistance at 27,376. You've got to get back above this, and you have a major resistance here now at 27,566, 27,500 area. So, and this is kind of an M here. It's not perfect, but see this? It's got ME vibes. It's got M&M vibes. So here's the deal. This would have to make a shoulder, a bit of a head, and some type of right shoulder, and get back inside and get back above. We need, for this to be a V-shaped recovery in a false move, we desperately need to get back above 27.5 to remain bullish, and honestly get back inside the pattern at 27,800. Once we lost 800, look, 27,830 was rejected. We fell to the downside. Wish I had called that perfectly. I was unable to. I can't call every single call possible. Sometimes I can, but there you go. I'm selling all my positions. I need a better plan. Interesting. Shorting on this trade might not be simple. Nothing is simple, and I do not overtrade on Mondays. I stay out of the market a lot on Mondays. I do not open up trades on Mondays. I keep my long-term bags. I may add on down moves. Like I like red candles, I'll add. Man. Bear party today. They created 30K. Hope they will short it bad. Plan always, start first. Jumped in the short. Wet my stop loss to break even. Interesting. Once I saw he bought, I was like, damn, it's going to dump. Sailor's bullish is inverse to Kramer's bearishness. It really is, Jay. You called it, man. Don't die. We need you. Life of Ryan. No worries. We got you. This is normal. Bitcoin is hot. Needs to cool off in the higher time frames to get ready for its next leg up. I'm still firm on 35K in April. I'm still bullish, man. I bought so much Bitcoin at 24, 23,000. I am very, very bullish on BTC. And Lifers made the money in the trading group. Lifers getting it in. Getting it in. I think smart money is sitting long to the current 3D candle. Net flow is still negative. Yeah, I've been looking at the 3-day chart too as well. So let's get back into the smaller time frames. I love the 3-day. I stare at the 3-day chart. All right, so you double bottomed here. See, you finally got a reversal pattern. See this? 1, 2, that's a double bottom. That should reverse you back to the upside technically, you know? Literally technically, right? By the technical analysis. So you got a bing, bong, badoom, badoom, badang. And that could get you back up to the upside there. It's weird. That always has I've never seen that without the arrow. That's weird. Never seen that happen. Meaning whenever I use this indicator, it usually has an arrow at the end. Did I change it? Can you change it? That is so strange. This indicator always has an arrow at the end. Today it doesn't. You tell me why. I don't know. So weird. I'm fascinated by the little things. I don't say stuff like this. Look, XRP will go crazy in a few days. I love you, Chaos Trading, but I don't say anything affirmate. Who knows what XRP is going to do? Let's look at the charts, and I'll show me the charts, and I'll show you the news. And remember, if Bitcoin dumps, it takes every single coin to the downside. Remember that. When Bitcoin dumps, and then when it pumps, it hurts your alts too. Everyone's like, I don't get it. This is Bitcoin season. You've never been through Bitcoin season. This is your first time. Now you know. You're going to go back for it, and you're going to understand. This is Bitcoin season, baby. Shout out to David Kendall. Link 3S in the game. He nails it for 20%. My team was able to see the shorts before they happened. God bless you all. Thank you for the move. So can we double bottom back to the upside? Can we get to 27,500? Can we get it back above this resistance mode right here at 27,443? Or do we continue to the downside in this bearish flag that looks pretty bearish? Looks like we could continue right down here to 26,800. Very overbought. 7-minute could continue down. We're going to stay on this 30-second chart and see if we can get back above this resistance here. And that may stop the pain. Because look, we need our first higher low, which is right there actually. Look, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, higher low. It's our first higher low in the trend. Starting to break on out. Not amazed. And what are we doing here? We're attempting to find out where the bottom of this dump is so people can take a breather. You know, newbies come in, they see the red candles, they freak out. They just start getting really emotional. They bug out. They have no idea what's going on. I tell everyone, take a deep breath, calm down. We're going to show you the smaller time frames. We're going to find what's happening. We're going to figure out what's going on in the market, and we're going to be able to make sense of what's happening step by step, one moment at a time. I've been doing this for years, so I know how to slow down, how to stay calm, and how to break it down into bite-sized pieces so we don't feel overwhelmed, all right? And that's the key. That's the key, all right? Look, this could be making a bit of a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder here. Move that. You see what I'm saying? That looks like it's going to dump on you to the downside. That looks like a nice short may play out here. Highly likely. Let's see if we can hold this new support that we just made at 27,250 for the bounce. I'm also going to go to a bigger time frame and see if there's any bigger weekly And look, we knew that this would move up when Bitcoin moved down. This still has gas with the 4-hour time frame, suggesting that we may continue to pump at least to the resistance here at about 18 from 1673. All right. Let's look at Bitcoin USD and the all-time history index. The all-time history index. Did this really change anything on the bigger time frames? Not at all. Not even, look, even the 4-hour may actually still be on the trend. Look at this. Really just a great time to buy, and the 4-hour could be flipping. Your 1-hour and your 15 are beat to the ground. You know what I mean? I like buying red candles personally for Bitcoin. I like buying red candles. These are nice red candles. You got to take advantage of the pain. You got to take advantage of the pain. Okay. Wow, Israel is out of control today. People are wilding out. The city is in flames, in shambles. France is out of control. Everybody, things are going on all around the world. It is insane. There's just protest after protest. A lot of pain. Look, so we did get the reversal. Kind of, right? Could have stopped the pain here. The double, it's like, price action is a mess right now. That's a bear flag. It's attempting to break out of, getting... Let's take a look at the rest of the world market, see what's happening. I like OPCT going up to the 200 SMA on the 2-day chart. This looks highly likely for 200% gains. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I don't know the company. I don't own any of this coin. If I did, I would be 100% honest with you. So this thing looks like a good bundle. And why do I say that? Stochastics are low. MACD is showing signs of a movement, right? Doesn't need to be that big. RSI is looking good to me. And I got a semi-cup handy with tight moving averages with the outlier at the 200 SMA. I've shown this many times to be a move. And then I add this. I even have a list. Add OBC to the watch list. Add up to the bunched up daily 200 SMA to pump waiting. And then I have so many of those coins in waiting. Focus is the key, everyone. Focus is the key. Komodo banging on Bitcoin up 30%. Govi making a move, bouncing off the 200 SMA on the 2-day chart. You see that? HYVE also getting up there, but really not a lot of movement in the market today. Really a sketchy day to be in the trading group, be in the trading zone, right? It's just like it's up and down, right? I'm not opening up tons of trades. I didn't, I'm like, not amazing. XRP3L getting a little bit of a move there, but, look at that short. Oh my God. GMT absolutely got sold off to the ground. All coins just absolutely bleeding. PEL looks interesting. PEL is doing the same thing that I just talked about. Could PEL pump up to the 200 SMA on the daily? Highly likely. So that's another one that I put on my radar. So I see opportunity today when everyone else is freaking out. You got to be able to see opportunity no matter what. I add it to my watch list. I stay focused. And tonight, after the dust settles and I look for a flag on a smaller time frame, this could, get me paid in the next couple of days. So I'm looking at PEL and I'm looking at... drew a blank already, but you know what I was looking at. When you don't eat a lot, you don't have the best memory. But we'll make it through. We will make it through. So Bitcoin pairs aren't amazing. USDT pairs aren't amazing. Sketchy. I'm holding for 25,000. Bitcoin back to 20K possible. Anything is possible, man. Okay. Yeah, and all you had to do is trade the diamond the way the diamond is supposed to be traded. ARB Bitcoin correlation finally moving. Hit a hard R2, 0.8 slowly. Falling now. Interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I just show you exactly what I see happening every single day in the markets, regardless of whether we go up or down. All right? There's money to be made as a trader. You have to shake the idea that you need to be bullish or bearish. Think about it. When the market tanked on us, look, let me break this down. Let's go to the weekly on Bitcoin USD here on the all-time history index. For instance, I'm in a trading group. I'm running a trading group. I'm new to YouTube. People don't know me. I'm only out for a few years and I get here. And why did my trading group double here? Where most trading groups slumped. Why did my YouTube channel double? Where most YouTube channels slumped. No, I asked a lot of YouTubers. They lost subscribers. We doubled up. We went from 17,000 to 40K. Why? Because I told everybody that I do not go bullish or bearish, and then I take it one day at a time, and we were able to short, long, and we took advantage of every single move here. So people say, hey, that's the channel I want to show up to because that guy doesn't pin you one way or the other. And there's proof because my channel wouldn't have grown in the dump if I was just screaming we were going to the upside. You know what I mean? So pay attention to a YouTuber. See if their numbers have moved, especially someone smaller like me, because you can really see that, you can't see a bigger channel. See if the numbers have moved. And if the numbers have moved, the people have spoken. The people have spoken. You know what I mean? The people have spoken. Don't date it. Don't hate it. Just trade it, baby. Say who that is facts. For me, a trading group was the greatest thing in my life. I'm still in the trading group that I joined 5 years ago. I still have a mentor that I reach out to. I still ask questions. I still look for guidance. I love it. I would never leave a group if I could. If I have the money. Trading group is a luxury for people that have the money. It really is. If you don't have the money, it's like a luxury. So you're my mentor. Shout out to Paradigm Miner. I love you, man. This is not your normal YouTuber. This is the master. Shout out to Jay Bella, man. I can't. Bitcoin fake out. Yes, sir. Still learning. I sold Bitcoin and XRP, so they should pump now. Thank you, man. Keep selling. I'm just messing with you. You'll be fine. Don't beat yourself up, man. That's negative self-talk. I don't like. Don't do that to yourself. That's not fair, man. Don't give yourself. Negative self-talk is detrimental. It was horrible for me, and it sent me into heavy depression. My man, don't say you're going to get the knowledge and you're going to help yourself, and you're not going to always do the wrong thing. We're going to be there for you, man. We're going to be there for you, man. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Any knowledge on the G99 by any chance? Actually, I don't care too much about the up and down. Yeah, I don't deal with negativity. Reese Arnold, you're going to be removed. I'll never speak to you again, man. Negative people are out of my life forever. The best thing I ever did was removing negative people from my life. It feels good. It's like taking off a heavy coat, It's like removing shoes that you've had on all day and just like, Dude, negative people are the worst. They're so whack. And all they do is push their bad juju on you. So whack. It's so whack. You got to keep the good vibes, man. Got to shake off the negativity. You got to keep the good vibes, man. We don't. And honestly, that guy probably needs our help more than everybody else. You know what I mean? He needs our help more than everybody else. Like, he's the one that we need to help. He's the one that needs the prayers. He's the one that needs the help. And he's pushing people away because he's isolating. See? He saw a nice guy, talks about love, eats well, works out every day, looks, takes care of himself, stays disciplined, showed up every single day for the last 700 days, and he still found a way to hate because he's unhappy with himself. Every time you project negativity on somebody else, it's coming from within. You're mirroring. Because think about it. Say you had just won an IndyCar 500 race, and the girls were spraying you with the champagne, and they were coming to bring on the rose necklace, right? And you were like, and everyone was like, you did it, you won the race. Would you be hating on somebody? No. So if your life was going great, if you were doing what you'd love to do, you would have no negativity in your heart to do anything towards anyone else. But if you're down and out, if you're struggling, if you're feeling pain, then you want to project that pain onto others really, really bad. You know what I mean? Talk about XRP going to 10 beans. A lot of people hurting right now. The fact that you love and show up, God, no matter bull run, bear run, hard time or easy, that's why I love you. Shout out to Colin, man. My life is going, God has given me too much for me to be upset. All right? So look, we finally did get our first slew of higher lows, but look, I don't like what's happening here. Definitely a bit of a bear flag. All right? This is still on the table for a move to the downside here. Yeah, measured move takes you to about 26,900. We'll call it 27,000. All right? Looks like we're going to $27,000, really, if, We'll see. Nothing's guaranteed. We did, look, good thing. Previous resistance became new support there. Could we SR flip to the upside? Possible scalp. If you're trading a 30-second chart, possible scalp to the upside here for the move. If Gala holds this level, I see a possible inverse headed shoulders forming on the daily. Long Bitcoin now. What do you think, boss? No long. Sam will never tell you what to do. Yeah, I can't tell you what to do. Dub it, baby. Trying to get my Gala lower than the lifer did. Wow, you're trying to outdo me, huh? Trying to outdo me. You might do it. I don't always get the lowest price. I just put more money than most people in at a good price. You know what I mean? The group has the most value in the space. Shout out to Jebatron. Thank you for saying that. God bless you for saying that. But he can teach you what to do. Cesar Cordero. Gala is a no-brainer. OPCT broke out. Did it really? My trade broke out? Are you kidding me? Hold on. It really did bump. Look at that. Look at it. I put this out this morning. It's up 4% on the move. Like, you know what I mean? It's up 4%. And this thing is going to continue to the upside. I see this making a major move to 0.29543. Look at this 1 hour ready to rock. What this did, this just reset a lot of the altcoins for possible moves too. So we're going to scan some altcoins. We're going to have some fun. Everyone start scanning altcoins for me. Start sending in super chat. Start it going. Let's get it going. I need all of you. We have 800 people on the live. That means we can send 800 sentinels into the market. Begin to scan. Begin to scan. Have me up on window. I'm talking good enough, right? Get to another window up. Start scanning a little bit. All right, let's get it moving. I like the stream. Shout out to Gino, Nino, Canetti. Hey, man, we like you, brother. Everybody say hi to John Nino, a new lifer in the house. Everybody, I like when we team up and we all say, there's a new lifer. Let's send the love to the new lifer. We are Centables, 800 strong, baby. You're the best. Join the 99 again this month. Still the same family-friendly, value-based environment. Shout out to Connect TDV. May God bless you, brother. Gala, Veracity, and Render Studio. You're on point, man. I like this guy. Give this guy a chip. Give this guy a chip. Welcome. Get those likes up, people. Dude, 280 likes with 800 souls. Come on, man. And you're into cryptocurrency, and we do this every single day. If you haven't already read it, check out The Creature from Jekyll Island, a second look at the Federal Reserve. Oh, of course. Come on now. They all met there, and they did that to us. I know exactly what they were doing. Super Sleepers 6100. I still own a big old bag of 6100, and I'm holding on to it for dear life, baby. Then there's 6. Let me picture the woman spraying me champagne for a few seconds. They have waffles too, yeah, and then you get to eat the waffles, man. You know what I mean? See, that's what I want you thinking about, BTC. I want you in a good mood. I'm telling you right now, if you believe good things are coming, then good things are coming. STG, UFO, and MOVR. I'm just pasting coins to search in the trading group that I actually like that people are posting. We just got 6 nice ones. I like what you all did. We just got 6 nice ones. No, seriously, in my humble opinion. And also, I do token metrics. I'm going to post my token metrics account to the trading group. And you know what? I'll do it today. Today, I'll be nice. And I'll let it out today to the trade. I've never done this, but I'll show you something that I do here every Monday in the trading group. And you would get this for free if you were in the trading group. And every single Thursday, we get more updates too. All right? Jump on it today into the trading group. You're going to get so much value for $2.70 a day. It'll blow your mind. You'll learn how to short. You wouldn't have got hit today. You would have been able to know that there were shorts. You would have been able to figure out how to short. You would have watched the tutorial. You would have got the education. So look at the ratings here. Their investor ratings and their trader ratings. I like the trader ratings to see what the swing. Vibing keeps coming up. You might want to write this coin down. Vibing. It's new. Caspa keep coming up on the radar. It's back up 8%. We're going to look at Casper at 1.8 now on the way to 2 cents. Caspa continue to do damage. Lido, Stake. That's going to continue to do some love too. I'd be watching Lido Stake. Joe has been moving recently. We looked at it in Pivx as well. XDC Network is on the radar. Bancor, Nexo, even Nano coming back up in the game. Seller Network we've been trading. Neverworld, Tomo Chain. So these are coins that are likely going to get a bit of a move. They're bullish. You never know, anything could happen. But look at the volume they're getting. 1 million, 3 million, 6 million. Big volume in these coins. Big movements. Market cap revolving is only 86 million with 1 million in volume. That's pretty amazing. So we teach you about new coins every single week here. Every single Monday, we post the indices. I also get the ratings. You get all this information on the weekly screen share as well. Every single Thursday, a private weekly screen share from 6:30. We went all the way to 10 o'clock last week. It was out of control. It was the longest screen share I ever did. It was amazing. So here, I mean, this also costs you $90 a month. I include it in the trading group. Like, it'll blow your mind. You get access to my whole life, and I don't hold back, and I want you to become the best humanly possible, mentally, spiritually, for your family, for yourself, and for everybody around you. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, all right? May God bless each and every one of you for being here. May the essence of life surround you. May you feel good in everything you do, and may you stay blessed. Now, look, can we pump up to the 200 SMA? It's kind of a cool backtest idea that it looks like if we continue to get very, very tight, we could pump up to the 200 SMA. It looks like the dump is over for now. I do see a measured move. However, if we can get back above 27,005, 27.4 at least, we could, and we could easily V-shape recovery back to the upside. All right? We could easily V-shape recovery back to the upside. I'm going to leave this pattern on, but I'm going to look at another pattern on Bitcoin here. Let's look at BTC on KuCoin, and I'm just going to delete everything and just start fresh to see if my mind can see something that I didn't see before, to see if I'm going to look at something from a different perspective. I'm also going to go to the weekly time frame. Also going to go to that weekly, get rid of the moving averages for a second, and just inhale price action. I just want to see what I see in the price action, all right? Okay. Where candles even meet on the weekly can be substantial because it's that big of a deal. So look, see where these two candles met? Right here. We bounced on a wick there. So there is a weekly support at 26,600. That's kind of clear as day. One thing I have talked about, which is very interesting, is this diagonal trend line. Look, we are above the diagonal trend line on the weekly. That diagonal trend line is substantial. Bounce, fell off. Resistance, ran off. Got back above, holding. The weekly stays above this trend line and stays above 26.6. It's gone. It is gone, all right? Secondly, the weekly has closed a candle above $24,000. We haven't had a candle close above there since December 21st of 2020. Look at that. That's the last time we saw a weekly candle at these levels. Substantial idea. It's a big deal. Secondly, thirdly, maybe 10thly, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Take a deep breath. Don't get caught in the small time frames. And you're like, but I saw you on the 32nd last night scalping on the 7. I was, but I can do that, all right? I also stare at the monthly and accumulate Bitcoin. So I'm able to play the long game in my brain and the short game in my head while I'm, you know what I mean? And you could do it all. Once you kind of get better at this, you're going to be able to encompass more in your brain at once. Your subconscious mind will fill in the blanks. The measured move of this slanty, shoddy, inverted would take us to 36,880. And that would be our next resistance. I could even bring it down a little bit. It's kind of more like this. And that's about $36,300. So very, very interesting to me. Also, we got through this gap of the VRVP. It tells me that we're not likely to revisit back down the gap. We pushed out of the gap. I want to see us get to 30K, stay above it, and then we have another gap waiting for us right here. And we could easily, so once we establish a move here, we're going to bounce or do something, and then boom. 36,000 is not that hard, everybody. It's not that far away. We're going to have a little bit of we're going to have a little problem there at 32,000. And this is the weekly time frame, all right? So we don't get caught up staring at into space on the 1 minute. So as long as, and again, I'm a bull or bear guy. I can switch at any moment depending on parameters. If the weekly closes a candle below this trend line, that's not going to be the best sign for me. What's the bearish scenario? So that's a bullish scenario. What's the bearish scenario for all the people that say I believe in the long term, Bitcoin will go up. And I did buy Bitcoin on the lows here. A lot of people are salty because they didn't buy Bitcoin down here. That's just what it is. And they saw me do it, and they just don't like the fact that I bring it up every day. They're like, okay, we know that you did it. I attempted to teach you by showing you what I did. All right? Learn through my behavior. So look, this could be a rising wedge. Rising wedges can break down 68% of the time. What if Bitcoin gets up here and it breaks all the way back down to the beginning of the wedge or to one of these 2 points? Could that occur? Very well likely. What if the entire banking system collapsed, the world market collapsed, and everything collapses, and everyone sells everything? I don't know what they do. Think about it. You can't sell anything when everything collapses. There's just nothing. You got to hold on to assets. And to me, I just don't see how Bitcoin won't come out the storm. I'm going to show you two big banks in a little while later on, like I did last night, just to kind of reiterate what I'm showing you on the charts. Because show me the charts and I'll show you the news. So that is a bearish scenario. And so to me, it's all about, so you're like, wait, but you showed us a bullish, you showed us a bearish. How the heck, you know? So to me, I have to put a line, as a trader, you have to have a line in the sand. There has to be something that you're committed to, that if it doesn't do it, you're not going to take it. Or if it does do it, you're going to take it, right? So when I look at this, what am I committed to? I'm committed to this diagonal trend line. I am committed to this diagonal trend line. We stay above it, I remain bullish. We close a weekly below it, I'm going to have to kind of, I'll have to reassess and change my tune a little bit. So as long as we stay above this diagonal trend line, I'm feeling it, baby. I'm feeling it. And remember, we made it through the heavy resistance. Can you believe what we did, everybody? On the weekly, it made more sense. If you were looking at the weekly, a lot of this made more sense. The smaller time frames did not make as much sense. All right? So that's kind of where I stand on the weekly. That's the bullish and the bearish scenario for you and why I would switch either way. Again, we're holding above 26,700, 650, 26,660, 650. That area is a substantial weekly support right now based on where these two candles met. And you do have a weekly resistance, but not till you get to about 29,005. All right? And the measured move would take you to 36K. And I also got, remember, the 12-hour time frame in the flag, right? I've been pointing this out for a while now, too. I'm like, this hasn't changed at all. And the length of the pole, and remember, 38K, right? Wick to wick. $37,000. Somewhere up in the 37.5, 38,000 region. You know, again, I do see a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. We just got more dumpage for Bitcoin. So let's take a look at my 30-second chart again. That flag did break to the downside as suggested. That was a beautiful short. Look at that. See? You were overbought on the time frame. Beautiful short to the downside. Shorting the 30-second for massive gains. Why? You were overbought on the stochastics. I teach this every day that the probability is there you're not going up if you can't get back above a previous high. Major dumpage now for Bitcoin. Really not enough bullish divergence to save a slight bullish divergence here as this sharply swings down and that swings somewhat up to the upside. That is a bullish divergence, but now you're going to 27,000. We just called 27K. When? And so it's funny, man. People say I am a perma bull. Impossible, because I call shorts as much as I call longs. I just showed you this bear flag. I found it on the 30-second chart. If I didn't know how to switch into smaller time frames and I didn't know, all my charts, my patterns, I never would have known this. And the measured move. How did I know this is where we're going? Because that's your measured move. That's the length of your pole. And that's a bear flag. 68% chance that's breaking down, and you were oversold in the stochastics. I really wish I had shorted it. I was about to open up a short on that puppy. Nice short, too. Would have made 10%. Because I usually lose 10x leverage if I'm going to do something small. But what a massive dump. 26,009 now. Wow. Wow. Bitcoin really getting meleeed, dude. This is getting pretty crazy. It's the 4 hour. The 4 hour is continuing to dump on us. Look at the 4 hour is just massively moving. And, the diamond is playing out as it was supposed to. At the end of the day, it was a diamond that breaks down 68% of the time. Right? The small time frames could have saved us, and we stayed on the small time frames and saw that they were weak. This morning, the 7-minute didn't look good. Wow, look at BOOKMAP getting absolutely pounded now. Woo! And now it's the other way around. We don't get long squeezes as much as we get short squeezes. Massive long squeeze. Look at this. So now we switch it. That's why the smaller time frames are what you need. Wow, it just continued. This is a melee. Bloodbath, complete bloodbath. Let's take a look at the DXY. Is the DXY pumping? Usually that's the case. It's not, it's a pretty good sign. Let's look at the 30. The 30, is it pumping on the 30? No, I like this. The DXY not dumping is a good sign. All right? It's a good sign. DXY is actually dumping with Bitcoin. Isn't that strange? They're both red today. And look, the DXY is at a resistance and coming back down. I talked about the DXY heading all the way back to my green zone once it fell out of the rising wedge here. Remember this? We kept talking about the rising wedge when we were up here. I had a circle down to the green zone. I called that for months, and it happened. And then remember, if you were watching my channel, I even had this at the head and shoulder pattern. I'm not a bearer bull because I always show you bearish tones on the dollar. So if I show you bearish tones on the dollar, okay, good time to load up on some BTC. I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin. Babe, could you bring me that code? Oh, Maxi. No, nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm forced to buy Bitcoin on these lows. You know what I mean? Anytime I see fear like this and heavy pain, I gotta buy. I can't be buying the greens. You know what I mean? I can't buy green candles. This is like ridiculous. So I will be buying some more BTC at these levels. And did my 26, I have an entry at 26.62. Look, 25,000, 21, and 25,200. See, I got all these orders waiting. 2,000, 2,000. I got orders in waiting for Bitcoin. But I'm going to scoop up about, what, $850? Wow, the melee's continuing. But we have massive buy wall here now on BOOKMAP. Look at this. A massive buy wall. They're attempting to try to buy it up here. 26,600 was an area I've been really paying attention to. So I'm going to load up about another $1,000 worth of BTC at the 715 level. Ooh. Now, I might even go lower, though. Let's take a look at the 30-second. Wow, this is like one of the biggest dumps we've seen in a long time for Bitcoin. Massive dump on a Monday. You never know what's going to happen. And now the shorts are up huge. Shout out to anyone that took the shorts. They're up huge. Wow. Now they're ruining structure on the 12-hour time frame. Completely. No goo. No goo. That flag is kind of soon to be invalid. All right, let me buy my Bitcoin before I miss out on this. You know, I had the low 17s. It's moving so fast, too. Try to get me to buy it all. $950 worth of Bitcoin. Just continue to add on the lows. You gotta buy Bitcoin when it's red. Again, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But loading up on BTC when the market is beat to the ground is the best possible idea that I could have. You know what I mean? It also soothes me. I'm always like, okay. You know, I got Bitcoin on the red. I'm going hard on Gala. I love Gala before the bear market overtook us in 21. I know. If you haven't already read it, check out The Creature from Jekyll Hyde. A second look at the Federal Reserve. Thank you for saying that. You keep saying that. They destroyed a lot of longs, so it should stop dumping. Sailor only buys before dumps to get tax loss. People, we know this. I shorted when you bought at 28K the other day. God bless you, brother. I won that trade, dude. You know that, right? So funny. Price dumping to the 21 SMA on the daily, 25,296. Will an altcoin pump and come after this drop? I don't know, man. False move Monday. I don't know if this is a real move. Oh, no. Here we go. This is what it is. This is FUD. We're getting FUD today. FUD on a Monday, everybody. Binance probed over the CFTC whether U.S. residents made trades. Major crypto. I can't make a trade on Binance, man. I can't. So they're full of it. Last year, major cryptocurrency buying holdings is being probed by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission over concerns that it allowed Americans to make bets that violated U.S. rules. The CFTC is investigating the company, which isn't registered with the agency, permitted U.S. residents to trade derivatives that the regulator policies, the report said. Binance has not been accused of misconduct, and the probe may not lead to any enforcement action. That's old news, dude. This is old news, man. Did you really just give us old news in the chat? Maybe you didn't. I'm going to be open-minded because lifers are on point. You cannot ever imagine how happy to see a dipping gyro to the moon, boys. Finance FUD. Did I miss something? Ready to pump more Matic if I go down $1. Love me some good FUD. Me too, man. Me too. It's news, but it's still FUD. Where's the new news? Can I get the new article, please? Because I'm only getting I took exactly what he said. Look, just in, but I'm getting an old article. I'm telling you right now, they don't do a good job giving me like the newest news. Oh, anytime. Oh, this is why. Past day. This is why. I got to keep doing that. But look, I'm still not getting what I want. You're looking at Watcher Guru. That's probably where you're at, right, on Twitter? Let's take a look at Watcher Guru. Usually he does the just-ins, right? Binance and CEO sued by U.S. CFTC over alleged regulatory violations. Interesting. Okay. All right. 3 minutes ago. So this is creating a sell-off. You know what I mean? People just getting freaked out. That's fun. I don't know why people do that. So weird, right? Why would you sell the scarcest asset in the world? I just bought more. Thank you for giving me BTC. I'm up $100 on the buy now. I got in at 26.7. So thank you so much for the buys. Appreciate it. Thank you for hitting my orders in the lows. This is a good place to load up, baby. And we hit the target too. Look at that. That's crazy. Well, actually, the first target was here, and then it just continued to melee to the downside. I had this flag. Did not see that extending the way it did. Now you're looking for an extreme bullish divergence that could make you back up. And this could be a false move Monday. What if we reshape recovery all the way back up? We went to 19,000 and all the way back up again. You know, I scooped up some Bitcoin at 27,000. Bacon on the beach, my treat. Got to be smarter than the average bears. There's always someone buying when you're selling. Amen, baby. Amen. My 26,700 never filled. No. No. Close short, it's here. Amen. Binance being sued. Everybody sell. I'll wait and buy soon as you're all done. I know, right? Everybody sell it off. Who cares, man? Who cares? Like these are the same people that said they were going to protect us with the banking industry. Like, it's starting to get so laughable at this point. Like everybody can see the writing on the wall at this point. Like, it's ridiculous. I will be on Spaces today on BookMap at 2 p.m. on Twitter. I'll be on BookMap Spaces with the BookMap team. Jump on it today. Jump into the discussion. We're going to have a blast. I can't wait for it. Jump on it. 962 people on the live. Man, get the likes up to the watchers. We have 382 likes. We have 962 people here. We are changing the world one day at a time. We are the ones that are going to rise to the top when the whole market tanks because we believed in ourselves and we were buying the scarcest assets while people were freaking out. We stayed level-headed. We did not let our emotions get the best of us. We are the ones that need to hit that like button. We're the ones that need to keep the movement. You need to get more lifers in here. We need to make it stronger. You can do that by hitting the like button. How much do I got to motivate you? I work out every day. I am fasting right now. I didn't even eat anything or drink anything. I am ready to go. Shout out to each and every one of you. My energy is at its apogee, actually and factually increasing daily rapidly. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is real life every single day. This ain't a joke. I don't come out here playing games every day. I put out every single thing I have on this stream every single day. Every single day. I love each and every one of you. May God bless you all. May God bless you all in the union in which we created. Looks like this is going to continue to dump until we see a substantial reversal pattern. This is going to continue to dump. I see this moving down again on the 30-second chart to another low of 26,200. I see this moving down again to 26,200. We're headed lower again. That's a bear flag. Bear flags break down 68% of the time unless we can finally get a bullish divvy. We're finally getting slight bullish divvy here. Very slight, but it's very, very weak. We got to get a reversal here for Bitcoin to get out of the pain. Still making bear flags. Kind of a falling wedge shoe. I get it. Kind of the shoe, but bearish on the stochastic. The pain's got to end with the divergence. It's a pretty strong divergence there. Swing down, swing up, pretty sharp on the 30. We are on the 30-second chart. BookMap beginning to get reversed, but look at the massive dump on BookMap. Massive dump on BookMap. BookMap shows us where the liquidity lies, where people are attempting to buy and sell Bitcoin. There's my level, 26,660. That was that level. That was my level. All right. Did I get that buy on now? Hold on. No, I went lower than. All right. 26,650 for Bitcoin. 974 viewers on the live, 450 likes. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Where they're going to double bottom here, break back to the upside. So here it's like you keep watching support or resistance now. This is a W. W could break up back to here. You're trying to get back above this resistance now. Now you have a resistance at 26,800. If you can't get back above that, expect more downside. All right? And this all could have been figured out by why? By the bearish retest right there on the 7-minute time frame. And you knew you were in a diamond that was beginning to lose levels. The diamond has now broken to the downside. All right? The whole world saw the diamond. All right? And I was more into buying Bitcoin than shorting Bitcoin, I'll tell you that. But I would have opened up a short how I'd seen the 7-minute time frame. I did not get a chance to see it. I was working out. Kind of pissed about it. Because, well, this is just how I trade. I trade stochastics, and when the stochastics came back up and we couldn't get back in the pattern, I would have seen that as extremely bearish. You know what I mean? That's what I teach my students all the time. Use stochastics and price action, and when price action can't make it back above its previous high. Also, look, there was kind of a head and shoulder there, too, that gave you an added zone, like an added, you know, bit of a shoulder, head and a shoulder that could blast on you. All right? So here we are back. I can't believe I'm back here on the 32nd doing the damage. There's a strong bullish divvy right there. Stronger. I mean, that one was pretty strong too, though. Didn't really matter. It didn't give us anything. All right, let me go into the into Slack. Okay. Do we got any news? Maybe Sean? Anyone have is there an article on that? Jamie? I looked through Slack. I didn't see nothing. I'd like to see an article of the CFTC thing. I just see this one on March 12th, the Pro, but I don't. Here it is. Market screener. Binance and CC sued by CFTC over regulatory violations. Bloomberg reporter tweet. So it was just tweets from Reuters. Like, I don't know who got the inside information. Somebody got it from somewhere. Feinfeld's minefield of regulatory troubles. We have an exclusive interview from the former Assistant U.S. Attorney of the Department of Justice, Kevin O'Brien. As the world's biggest crypto exchange by trading volume, Binance is no stranger to regulatory drama. Not only did the company attempt to recruit crypto's #1 cop, SEC Chairman Gary Gensler, before he sat in his seat, the company has been fretting over U.S. enforcement actions over the parent company from the beginning. In September 2019, Binance created a separate, at least on paper, U.S. subsidy for the crypto exchange in the hopes of separating its parent company and its American business and customers. But that is increasingly coming under scrutiny. Recent reporting revealed that the 2019 Binance leader wrote internally about a potential nuclear fallout if a regulatory sledgehammer came down on the company. Earlier this month, the Wall Street Journal reported on a revelatory text messages showing Binance attempts and hopes of evading U.S. regulators altogether. In many cases, the text showed that its global business might have been inextricably tied to its U.S. arm from the very beginning. Yikes. Below, we have an exclusive interview from the former U.S. Attorney to the Department of Justice, who is currently a partner at Ford O'Brien Landy LLP, about Binance's regulatory crosshairs and what it means for the globe's biggest currency. Yikes. Yikes. Sam Bankman-Fried might not have money for legal fees. Look at this, dude. The disgraced former head of FTX is requesting the collapsed crypto exchange's insurers step in and pay for his mounting legal fees, which might run into the 9 figures. He wants to cash out on his directors and officers' insurance, which typically is used by the business to protect senior management. He's currently facing 12 federal criminal charges, which he has pleaded not guilty to, including securities fraud. His legal fees are estimated to run into the hundreds of millions. The crypto exchange was once the first largest in the world and valued at $40 billion. Man, look what they done. Look what they done. Shout out to the 1,000 people on the live stream. Everybody stay calm. Worst comes to worst, I moved to Dubai. You know what I mean? CZ and Binance are getting sued by the CFTC. Take a deep breath. It's okay. We bought Bitcoin on the low. All right? And honestly, this looks like it could continue. Look, the stochastics have now come back up on the 30, but you couldn't get back above the high. It's exactly what happened here when we tanked down for the secondary move. This could continue to collapse down to 25,930. All right? You got to get above this little. See, you when you're in a war, it's how many little battles you win, and that equals the war. So right now, the war is where we're going to go. The smaller time frames are the little battles. So can we battle back here and hold this? So our previous next resistance we have to get back above is 26,675. We can't get back above that. Expect more downside. Expect more downside. Shout out to everybody that may or may not have shorted this and made a massive gain. And let's take a look at Jasmy 3S. See how it did on the 4-hour time frame. It was just looking very bullish last night. Show me the charts and I'll show you the news. Maybe the alts didn't follow as hard. Yeah, I mean, it bumped pretty nicely there. Up about 18% on the move this morning, right? Look at that massive green candle to the upside for Jasmy 3S. Boom, boom, boom. Instead of losing, you'd be winning. In my trading group, we had you privy to this information. Now, no one's going to put their hand on the mouse and get you to buy anything. So even if you saw me open up a short, it does not matter. Would you have opened up the short is the question. Would you have taken advantage? So you need education. You don't need to watch people do stuff. You need education. Look at my elite. Look at my elite. Link 3S, over 20%, right? Look at this in the morning, right here. Insurance shorts, Axie 3S, and BINANCE and Bitcoin 3S. We're showing you, hey, we didn't post insurance shorts for weeks, a couple weeks now. Insurance shorts come out at 3 a.m. last night. You would have woken up this morning, scanned the elite charts. You would have been privy to the information that's happening. You would have looked at me too and things I was breaking down in my Bitcoin update. All right. At the end of the day, we did have a possible bearish move to the downside. All right. Bitcoin. So this place really, really gives you the information that you need and gets you up and running for the move. 1,000 people on the live, 479 people on the like button. May I get the likes to 1,000? Is there a reason why you don't want to hit it? Is there something going on? I know you're at odds, but the like button will give you something to do for a second. Get your mind off everything. XRP is still up a little bit, but it gave itself right back down, but it's strong compared to most coins, which is interesting. AI is not doing too bad. What a melee though, huh? Let's take a look at CoinMarketCap and see if there's anything holding its own right now. I'm also going to look at so right now, when looking for altcoins, it's a really good day to look for altcoins, or look for a strong, 1 or 2 strong altcoins. You just go here in the last hour, you click on it, and you see PAXG continuing to hold its own against Bitcoin, gold, the one thing that probably won't dump hard, and you could trade PAXGBTC. Good sign that we broke this trend finally, and the bullish divergence did play out. We finally found some bullish divergence there. Nice little swing trade on the bullish divergence would have played out. We could be breaking out of the flag. Could the pain be over? There's a chance. And look, now we could create a reversal pattern. Shoulder, head, and a shoulder. You see that? We can, until we find a double bottom, a bullish, falling wedge, or an inverted head and shoulder, we will continue to dump. The bear flags will continue to dump you, all right? And see, like a bear flag is consistently an upward rising wedge while you're dumping into price action. You're hitting resistance when the Stokes want to take you down. So the price action will try to revisit its previous high. The Stokes will get to the high point and curve, and that's when you know you're going to likely roll over. Like, see the Stokes here, they're high? They want to probably likely make the right shoulder now of some type, shape, or form, all right? Or maybe look, a cup with a handle there to the upside. Wanted to share a little poem that I wrote with you last night. I actually wrote it, I think, a while back when I tweaked it. But I've been writing poetry since I was literally 10, 11 years old. We move through this earth, searching the dirt for worth, till the search just hurts. But what we find is design in our souls and our minds. If we take time to rewind and realign our confines, I hope the tomb is benign. Till we leave this place and resign. My words are timeless, elements of creation. I'm seeking out expression through human relation. Sometimes I'm lost when I'm finding my patience, but once I get there, I find I'm already waiting. Pause. Hold up. I'm seeking expression through human relation. Sometimes I'm lost when I'm finding my patience, but once I get there, I find I'm already waiting. It sweetens the deal like lemons to the water. I owe it to you to never send you to the slaughter. I never stop rhyming. I promise on my daughter. Don't sleep on me like that cot in the closet, because I keep it flowing like a leaky old faucet. I'm dripping these thoughts on your cerebral till you're waiting for your refill. But I'm not CVS, and I don't need the stress. I'm here soon, Easter Sunday, aiming to be the best. I told you all Bitcoin, I gave you the plays. I continue to do so to the end of my days. I warned you about Wuhan, I'm seeing the future, because I'm protecting while I'm doing Kama Sutra. Flexible with my cadence, Edgar Allan of the sorts, Hemingway with my mind till my ship's in the port. And that was just a poem I wrote. Wanted to share it with each and every one of you. Of course, the viewers went down when I share a poem, which I don't know why. People only want TA. Give us the TA. It was 30 seconds of TA. You know what I mean? Lost 50 people on the live stream immediately. That was a poem. I wasn't even rapping. I was just writing a poem, man. Look at this, though. Bullish divergence breaking out. Can we V-shape recovery? False move Monday. That's why I don't like to trade Mondays. I mean, that short would have been great, though. False move Monday for sure, though. False move Monday for sure. Resistance, though. We have a resistance. Can't get back above 26,900. Got to make some type of right shoulder here, in my humble opinion, to get us out of this. And then the right shoulder could break us to the upside. At least we nullified the fact that we could go lower out of the bear flag for now. Some type of right shoulder needs to be made. All right. Can someone tell me why when I said the poem, people left? What? But that's like, I just expressed myself. I gave the TA. Like there was 5 seconds to think about something else for a moment. Oh, come on. That's just so whack. They're losing money and they need technical analysis. They couldn't handle the fire. We love the poem. Be you, Sam. We love you. All the real people are still here. Just haters hating, rip. They're not true lifers. They will come back when Bitcoin hits an all-time high. They should like the whole package, Sam. Don't change for them. Do you watch anime, Sam? Never have. Never will. Negative Energy was great. They were inspired to go and write their own poetry, too. I love you, Jamie. You're funny, man. I love you, Jamie. I wish I was able to hang out with you in real time, man. Poem was great. I'm finna clip it. Shout out to effing Book in the house, man. Still here, bro. People are wag, Sam. Not true lifers, man. Because we have many videos on crypto in the QQA. We love the poem. Great way to start my day. You need to do your intro and out. You sound like a boot. You're funny. That poem gets me going. I need a poem once a day. Them bars was quite bootylicious. Some of us are watching this at work. We got to pop in and out. I'm sure they'll listen to the reset later. What is the best place for the market patterns? I don't know what that means. What is the best place for market? I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know the question. Doing Karma Sutra got me a giggle. You should do. You're funny. Nice words, bro. Pump poem needed. Bootleg rapper. Love your show, though. You're funny. I'm buying when it starts to dump and selling when it starts to pump. Any idea how to fox this? I need some patience, I think. I mean, you should be planning your trades out on larger time frames. Why use Market Cypher when you have Crypto Lifer? We love everybody, though. Let's not hate on anybody. Let's always spread love. I love Market Cypher. I love Crypto Face. He's a great person. Very nice. You're awesome, positive. Crypto Face is a nice dude, man. I never seen him really hate on anybody. He may burp or do whatever he wants on his show. He's cool, but as far as I'm concerned, very nice individual. Everyone on YouTube is nice, man. A lot of beautiful people in the space. A lot of beautiful people in the space. All right, let's break it down again. Let's see. Are we going to make that right shoulder? Where's the pain? Where is the pain? I mean, we have resistance yet again for Bitcoin. CFTC suing Binance, babe. Saying that they are letting U.S. customers trade derivatives or something. Because the Binance U.S. arm is still part. I don't know, man. Like, it's such a mess. This looks like a nice long to the upside here. Who wants to see me take a ballsy long on the 32nd? Look at 33333. What are the odds of that? What are the odds that it would be on the triple threes right there? Like, what the heck? Like, what are the odds of that? And you saw me buy Bitcoin at 26,007. We're up 150 on the buy. Sin City Crypto was fired too. They have the great vibe. Shout out to Sin City Crypto, man. We love you guys. CZ already tweeted it's FUD. Exactly. CZ knows it's FUD, dude. They do this to get into Bitcoin, man. I'm telling you right now, they're like, dude, we got to crush it. We try to keep it simple. Binance, he wrote 4. While some were panic selling, remember, there was always a buyer on the other side of the trade, like us. You know, and he was showing MicroStrategy. They acquired an additional 6,454 Bitcoins at 150 million at an average of 23,238. Pretty insane. Pretty insane. When one door closes, the other one opens. Chinese banks court firms in Hong Kong. Yup. After mainland ban, they're going to open up crypto in Hong Kong. I'm telling you right now, they're going to let a lot of people in, man. Thank you. See, A1 loves CryptoFace. Great people, man. Anyone that spreads the love and pushes themselves every single day. Over 1,200 German banks can now offer Bitcoin trading to their retail customers. It's getting big. 32,000 possibly coming. Yeah, the 4-hour looks like a dumpage. But look, this is an inverted head and shoulder now. We finally found the reversal pattern. I believe my channel is going to be the channel that's going to find out where price action will kind of stop for 1 point and end the pain. That looks like a beautiful inverted head and shoulder to the upside here on the 30-second chart. I'm going to attempt to long it for fun. So, look, if altcoin season's up here, then this is where you load up on altcoins on Bitcoin season. You don't load up on altcoins when it's altcoin season. You should be selling altcoins when you get into altcoin season. That's when you're going to be making the most money. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say to you should be taken as advice, but you get what I'm saying, right? So look, that's an inverted head and shoulder that should break to the upside technically on that 30-second 1-minute chart. Let me take a look at the 1 minute. Yeah, it doesn't look good. 30-second wants to pump, though. You know? That thing's about to pump. It looks like it's very likely going to pump to the 200 SMA. Look, moving averages are tight. I learned a lot of the things I use on bigger time frames on smaller time frames. Shout out to Grant Stork. I believe in Lifer. I love you, brother. Thank you so much. Lower high on the 4-hour. Do you think is the start of a major trend reversal? We'll take a look at that. Just bought some Matic Gala and Atom. Okay. Question, if you want to send someone a present and get the response that he lost his P.O. box, what is this? I'm a super busy guy, and I don't want to give you my home address. You know what I mean? So, Conswork, I love you. You just know that my life is so out of control. I had banks coming after me. Just know that my whole life is out of control. And that once I get situated, just know that my life, you should just take a deep breath and be like, oh my God, my life, my friend Lifer's life is so out of control. He has meetings with this guy. He's going over here. He is so out of control. He can't even receive a gift that he wants to receive. So just have patience. This is your time to go into patience. I went to open a P.O. box because of this. I had to open it up online and do all, and then I completely forgot. So I have forgotten about opening, and you know what it is? I didn't pay the bill to my P.O. box, so they closed it. I said, how did I know my bill was late? They said, we put a letter in your P.O. box. I said, I never go to the P.O. box. I said, couldn't you have called my phone or left a message to my house? You know what I mean? Did you buy future yet? You got forwarded USD now. How do you know that? Like, how do you? Thank you for teaching me so many skills in the 99. Hard work takes time. PS5, man, we love you, brother. Did your real estate agent offer you the good advice to try and buy later in the year when the market will be much different? It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Cash flow. And you actually don't know that. You don't know that. I believe it's going to be a little... I've actually been studying it. I believe I don't know it all, but I got a pretty good brain, and I'm pretty focused on the details, man. I believe if anyone's going to buy the real estate at the good price, it's going to be me. It's going to be me. Dang, I was going to open this trade up right now, and I should have just trusted the inverted head and shoulder to the upside. I would have been up already. But someone had to ask me a question and distract me. It's my own fault. I can't play victim to the chat. Shout out to everybody here live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Measured move would take us to the 200 SMA. It's likely we're going to pump up here to 27,000. 268. It's a very likely move. Dumping now, though, or having that struggle. Again, though, I'm getting mixed signals and it's false move Monday. And we're on a 30-second chart. In and out on the 30s. You should be scalping. Scary. I have a bearish thought in my head now that this could be making the bear flag again. And this bear flag could take you down again. CZ knew all the things that could take him down, and he got rid of them as soon as possible. He had enough money to pay all the people to get the right information. Heck, he almost had Gary G in his back pocket. Too bad Sam Bankman-Fried won it. They were both trying to get Gary. So funny. Bearable Bull. Gary! He's so funny, the Bearable Bull, man. And, you know, God bless everybody out there. And wait. I'm not on that. But God bless everybody out there, man. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I mean, that's a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. We did have the inverted head and shoulder, but we couldn't get back above a resistance at 27K. We got a little bit of a resistance there. We need this to hold. We need this level to be a support and resistance flip right now. Previous resistance becomes new support for the bounce. 1 minute wants to take you down, baby. Down, 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 just like it did there. Down, down. Baby, are you down, 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 down? It's so crazy. That poem was hot, though. The best line in the whole thing is, sometimes I'm lost when I'm finding my patience, but once I get there, I find I'm already waiting. Come on, man. Come on. SR flipping right here. 7 minute gonna bounce, right? All right. And the diamond broke down, baby. The diamond broke down. But they bought it up quicker. I mean, they couldn't get it to 25 too, right? So here, we'll hide this group. We can always bring it back at another time. Is that group? Yeah, this group here. Group 1. And I'm going to delete all this stuff that I did today. One minute has to hold the zone. If it doesn't, this is going to dump even more. We finally got a reversal pattern with the divergence, though. You see how the divergence slowed us down? Knowing how to find divergence is key. Swing down to swing down on the price action. Swing up to swing up on the RSI. Bullish divergence. All right? Bullish divergence. So we are holding the zone. SR flipping here. It's a good sign that we're staying back above 26,008. Can we hold 27K? And think about it. We were at 19K like a week and a half ago. The fact that we're still here and everyone gets fear in their hearts, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Remember where we are. We're still in a really good spot compared to where we were not too long ago. You know what I mean? And paying attention to these altcoins. Look, Pell is up a little bit. I talked about this coin. It was on my radar. Look at this thing booming to the upside. Did I not put this coin out today? And this thing is up huge. You're in my trading group. You would be up huge right now, 17%. I posted this to the trading group this morning or last night. Look, I can't make this stuff up. Watching Pell at 10:44 last night in the cup and handle, likely to go up to the 200 SMA on the daily for Pell. Let's take a look at what the daily did. It pumped huge. I went over this, up 18% for Pell. Propel, baby. Propel. Funny, how come my TA's not there? Hold on, that's weird. Hold on. My TA got deleted? No, Propel, same coin. Oh, it might be on a different. I bet I put it on a different. I bet it's on a different exchange. No, KuCoin, Pell. That's weird. Somehow my TA got deleted. I've seen it happen a few times. Oh, wait, that's an old. Wait, that's from 2.7. Hold on. That's so weird. What one? I got confused, which kind of whack when I get confused because I don't like it. Hold up. What coin? We looked at it earlier. Hold up. Didn't we add a new coin? Yeah, I added Pell today. Oh, I was looking at it on the 2-day chart. Thank God. Right? Yes. And I'm talking to the 2-day pumping up to the 200 SMA. All right. All right. I'm sorry. I was just like, when you fast, right? No excuses, though. I got to keep it together. But anyway. And I'll tell you what, are we losing the diagonal trend line that I love so much? All right, so it's a really good sign that this is a good sign now. Second, I spoke too soon. People are just nasty. They really are like, oh, you're not doing what we want you to do. You're out. And it's like, why? Like, you know what I mean? What's the point of that? 26,244 measured move. This continues down. 7-minute wants to pump you back up, but you have major resistance here at 27K. You got to get back above 27,000 to remain bullish. Bart Simpson vibes. So I want to keep the smaller time frame on for you while I look at the bigger time frame too as well. DXY pumped a little bit, but not like you would think. This wasn't a correlative move. Bitcoin just got fudded. So pretty weird. Like the ES1, did ES1 dump? No, see? This looks like look, S&P futures still in a beautiful inverted. I see the S&P futures pumping to the upside. We're staying above 4,000. Very bullish for traditional markets because they know they're going to cut rates in June. They're going to cut the rates in June because we're going to be in such a bad economic spot. I'm telling you right now, I promise you something. And I don't like to do these things, but I promise you the Federal Reserve will never get the interest rate to 2%. I promise you on my heart and soul. Like I've never been more affirmative of something in my entire life. As affirmative I am that Bitcoin will go up to easily $250,000 or more. I am like, there's no doubt in my mind that the Federal Reserve will never, ever get inflation to 2%. Impossible. I've done the math. They've overprinted. It is like using a tiny shovel to try to take Mount Everest down while like a dump truck on the other end is continuing to dump. Like you cannot take a shovel and get the dirt out while a dump truck is dumping on you. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You can't keep printing money and expect expect inflation to disappear. Go read a history book. Go look at every single fiat currency made throughout the world. And I'll have to bring it up. The graveyard, right? The fiat currency graveyard, all right? Like, you got to understand this. This is the place to be. All 34 trillion of that debt. Right? And then you got the U.S. debt national clock. Dude, this was at 7,218 last night. It dropped by $5 million overnight. Debt held by foreign countries. They are selling the dollar off like you wouldn't believe right now. This was $218 million yesterday. It's now 7,213. That number has changed by $5 million overnight. I'm telling you right now, the U.S. debt held by foreign countries, look, they're dumping our debt. They don't want our bonds anymore. They're going to switch over to BRICS. They have a plan. They're dumping the dollar. It's a wrap. Putin met with Xi They're all getting together. I knew about BRICS when I was 26 years old. A guy handed me the pamphlet and told me it was coming like 10, 12 years ago, 14 years ago. I told my wife about it. I said, I got this thing, BRICS. I really still think I have the pamphlet in somewhere in my memories because I was blown. I had no idea what he was talking about. Like, I had no clue what he was talking about. But I knew it was something that nobody else was talking about. I said, that's interesting. Shout out to everybody. Didn't we give you EKTA last night on the weekly? Didn't we give you EKTA? Right? Didn't we go over it together on MEXC? Look at this thing blasting to the upside. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into the trade for the move. Hit the measured move exactly for 70% gains. We nailed it. MEXC. All right? MEXC. So we just hit a gain. I love it, baby. Add it to the gain, Sean. Add it to the gains, baby. Gains! Bam! Look at that thing. Perfectly placed. Shoulder, head and shoulder. Tight moving averages. Moving through the VRVP. Above a high volume node. MACD said it wanted to blast. RSI had legs. And the stochastics made a move. The entry was right there. I put entry. Stop loss. Take profit. 3.19 risk reward ratio. Hit the take profit. Still holding gains of probably 50%. Bang, bang, bang. Who took EKTA for gains, baby? Shout out to anyone that jumped on into the trade, and that's why I work every single day. Had I taken Sunday off, I would have missed this move. But yesterday on the live at 8:52 p.m., just found it. I like this 1 hour here. Sammy Cup and Handy, the old Salmon, the Sammy Trader instinct said, hey, this is likely to hit for gains. I'm telling you right now, ride with me. I can see the gains before they happen. My system knows where it's coming. It's good probability, baby. And I can teach you the same thing, and you'll be doing the same thing. So if you can't hear a if you can't hear a poem that I wrote for 10 seconds, come on. You got to give me a little while I give you everything. You can't give me, 50 people wanted to skate because of a freaking poem, man. You know what I mean? Because of a freaking poem that actually talked about crypto too. It talked about my life. And that poem had everything to do with how I got here in the first place. You know what I mean? It give you staying power at anything you want to do in your life. So anyway, we gave this update. I looked at this. This was free on the live stream last night. Free. And again, yes, there's a lot of craziness going on, but look at this thing blasted to the upside. Shout out to Crypto Wolf. Shout out to Crypto Wolf, baby. We love you, Wolf. Wolf is the man. Got the lifer approval, baby. You got the lifer approval. Wolf. And I always have a typo. Wolf is the man. He got the lifer approval, baby. Unreal. Unreal. And he was sharing it down here. He's up 236%. He's up even more. I think he was looking at it somewhere down in these zones. And look at this thing. Look at it. It's in a bull run. This thing is in a bull run. This thing just continues to rip. Look at this thing. It was just 0.7 of a cent, and it's 3 3/10. I mean, this thing is almost done a 5x since. This has been done a 5x since February 25th. Are you kidding me? In a month, this thing has done a 5x. That's insane. And even if you just got here at a 1 penny, it did a 3x since the 23rd of March. Unreal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So EKTA for massive gains. And that brings me to the news, everybody. That brings me to the news. Okay, shout out to everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. My name is Samuel James Price. I do the Crypto Lifer Show every single day, 7 days a week, and I bring you the news. These are 3 big articles or 4 that could change our lives and see the way the market moves and just see what's going on. Maybe people react to FUD. We want to know. First Citizens acquires Silicon Valley Bank. Good news for crypto. First Citizens Bank shares, the parent company of First Citizens Bank, has made a significant move in the world of banking by agreeing to acquire Silicon Valley Bank. The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation confirmed the deal in a statement on Monday. With a number of key crypto companies relying on SVB prior to its downfall, what impact will the acquisition by First Citizens Bank shares have on the future of the crypto industry? After SVB experienced a run on deposits leading to insolvency, the FDIC took control of the bank weeks ago as part of the deal. First Citizens Bank shares agreed to purchase approximately $72 billion in assets from Silicon Valley Bank at a discounted price of $16 billion. Ooh, that's such a sweet deal, huh? Purchase $72 billion for $16 billion. The FDIC will contain control of $90 billion in securities and other assets. That's so strange that our government will take control of $90 billion in assets that a bank had. Doesn't that sound like communism? The Fed will also receive an equity appreciation rights in First Citizens Bank. So the Fed also gets an equity? Are they a company? Like, what is going on here? They sound like a company, not like a government. And again, they're a private entity. With the acquisition of SVB by First Citizens Bank shares, there are concerns about how this will impact the crypto market. SVB played a crucial role in providing banking services to some of the biggest crypto companies in the world, including Circle. Following Circle's announcement that $3.3 billion in deposits were being held, the value of the USD stablecoin did lose its peg. It was a crazy couple of weeks. The news acquisition comes as the crypto industry faces increasing scrutiny from regulators and lawmakers who are looking to impose stricter rules and regulations. Many experts believe that the involvement of traditional institutions such as banks is crucial for the growth. Yeah, but the banks have been, I don't know, it's just such an oxymoron. Gucci to take an active role in Bored Ape Yacht Club Metaverse. Gucci is set to take an active role in the upcoming Bored Ape Yacht Club Metaverse offering. Other side, after striking a multi-year strategic partnership with the creator Yuga Labs. The Italian luxury fashion house aims to formally join Yuga Labs in exploring the intersection between fashion and entertainment in the metaverse. They see all the money, and they just want to sell Gucci products inside the metaverse. We see it. They know it. They know it. And Polygon ZK EVM mainnet beta goes live. Ethereum's Buterin sends first transaction. The release of Polygon ZK Ethereum virtual machine comes days after the competitor MATLabs released its own ZK AVM, ZK Sync. So, yeah, I mean, they're all going to be contributing, but that's what creates amazing competition. If you don't know what ZK rollups, that's going to become the new idea. Studying ZK rollups, we're going to spend some time today going over an entire possible ZK portfolio. Those are the things we do. I mean, not today, Thursday. Those are the things we do on the weekly screen share. I kind of gear up. I look at the markets, and I see what's happening and kind of put it together. That's the news for today. Nothing too crazy, but, and then obviously the bigger news is the CFTC, coming after CZ and the, just in news here, which I can't find the article at this point, but it's somewhere over there. Anyway. But you know what the news was. Oh, I think it was on the street, and I kept going. But, yeah, so CFTC investigating right here. No. Anyway, we found the article at one point. I believe it's FUD. We all looked at the FUD. It is what it is. Let's look at Bitcoin real quick before I jump on out of here for the day. And are there any super chats coming on in today? $6 in chat revenue. So funny. No chat revenue came in today. Well, Bitcoin was dumping. Nobody wanted to know about an altcoin. We had to stay on Bitcoin for like an hour and a half. It was out of control. So $6 in chat revenue. God bless each and every one of you for being here. 752 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Bearish engulfing candle now on the 2-hour. Wow. Let's go over what happened. Let's pick up the pieces of the puzzle and break it down. I'm going to delete everything, and we're going to just start fresh again on the pattern. Okay. Now, you do like to come to the 200 SMA on most time frames. Is the 4-hour going to come all the way back to the 200 SMA? It may when it gets too tight. I'd like to see it kind of get its, but listen. To me, it was all about this diagonal trend line. We don't want to break it. We did. Oh, my God, no. Oh, God. No good. So there we are on the other side of my diagonal trend line. Let's look at it on the daily. Okay, so the daily didn't break it. So we'll be okay. Got to make sure this daily candle. So tonight, on Monday, make sure the daily candle closes above this diagonal trend line. Otherwise, we're likely dropping to 25,200. We break that level, we're going to 3,008. We break that level, we're going to 21,005, and then we'll take it from there. All right? So we really want to see this continue to stay in this zone and make this symmetrical triangle, but it's looking like it didn't. Looking like it kind of already lost, but daily heading back down. If the daily can head back down and stay above, both these resistances and this diagonal trend line, that's the key. Definitely the key. Wow, what a mess. There's your diamond to the downside, baby. In the side, out the side. It's just so funny how it happens and reverses price action. Do we go all the way back down to 15K? Do we see 12K? We very well may. Let me give you the most bearish scenario so you're ready for the worst case scenario possible. All right? You're not just drinking bull juice all day. You could break this. This could be a rising wedge that wants to break down here. 21,000. You could come and test 16,000 again. You could make a new low. Anything is possible. Are you ready for $10,000? Could you handle it if we go to 10,000? Could you handle it? I'm just going to put that out there in the tweets right now. Thank you. Let's look at the profile here. Tweet. Could you handle it if Bitcoin revisits 10K? I would be buying a big old bag. Shout out to everybody here. Could you handle it if Bitcoin revisits 10K? I would be buying a big old bag. Let me know how you feel. Could you handle it if we go back? And the Celtics just completely dominating the Spurs last night. 137-93. What a massive, massive beatdown. But my buy at 26,700 is now up $200. Could we false move Monday and V-shape recovery? We very well may. How do we stay bullish? I mean, there's a chance that you break back inside this pattern, okay? There's a chance you reverse back right up here and you end up in here, and this was a flag, and you got a shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and then boom. So there's a chance this is a false move on a Monday, and we pump right back to the upside. The 4 hour suggests more pain coming. The 1 hour is overbought with a wick, though, and finally getting wick back to the upside with some buy pressure. It's a pretty good sign you're seeing a wick there. The 15-minute wants to bounce back up in V-shape recovery right back into the zone. And the 7-minute is still kind of struggling here in a little bit of a flag. So what do we see happening for the rest of the day for Bitcoin? All right, like where do I see we stand? Honestly, the smaller time frames, I would keep watching smaller time frames until they eventually made me feel more comfortable. Right now, there's no guarantee that we're not going to continue to dump to the downside, right? We didn't get above, like, if the 1 minute got back above this level, 27.4, that it would be more. But look, I mean, this is your high. You fall down. You now have a resistance here at 27,000. So, like, you got to get back above 27K. And this 1 minute could dump us again. Look, shoulder, head, possible right shoulder. That measured move would take us even lower to 26,000. And the lower we get, the more we're breaking down that diagonal trend line on my daily that I was sticking to. All right. Chance that we could go lower. The chance that we could go lower. All right. So I'm watching this flag here continue to dump to 26,100. And honestly, I'm waiting for the dust to settle. I'm not going to be opening up any trades. I'm not going to be posting a lot. I'm waiting for the dust to settle. Monday afternoon, we're going to take a look at what's happening. We're going to break it down. Today at 2 p.m., I'm on Twitter Spaces with BOOKMAP. Today at 2 p.m., I'll be on Twitter Spaces with BOOKMAP. Everybody, that is the end of the show today at 11:55 p.m. I greatly appreciate it. What a massive dumpage. We did get some gainers, though. Shout out to EKTA and everyone else that may have jumped on in And shout out to everybody that learned something today. Remember, every single day is a blessing, is a time to change your life. There's always an opportunity in the day. Don't get down on yourself for any single reason, shape, or form. There's just no reason to do that. Look, Komodo's still up against Bitcoin doing damage, and this thing actually could continue. If Bitcoin continues to dump more, what if this Komodo BTC continues to bump? All right? So there's always opportunity. You just have to find it. GovBTC made nice gains. All right? So it wasn't all bad today. Some coins held against Bitcoin. OPTC, opacity, which we talked about, held a little bit. UOC, XRP slightly, and JAR. Let me jump back into the chat. Didn't get a chance to really look at the chat today because of how crazy it was. God bless everyone. Definitely could handle it. I was talking to my girl about it. If you miss the bottom or double bottom, etc., it doesn't matter. As long as you learn the charts and strategies, you can make it in any market. Exactly. You got to be positive. Liquidity is up from Bitcoin. God bless you and yours. God bless you so much. Lifer, let's make you spontaneous, positive decisions. And the only person is to believe in yourself. Lifer lets you make spontaneous, positive decisions. And the only person to believe in is yourself. Amen, baby. I mean, I believe in you too, though. I believe in others, but you got to believe in yourself from day one. Everybody, thank you so much for jumping on in. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Thank you for all the, and if you want to sign up to MEXC, you can see the trade that we took here. EKTA was on MEXC. You know what I mean? Has a lot of beautiful coins here on the market. MEXC. It has the least amount of fees too, which I love. So MEXC is the place to be, man. MEXC.com. Also KuCoin. Get it in. And thank you for everybody here. May God bless each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream.